What's up, Ravens fans? It was a big night in Baltimore as the Ravens selected LSU linebacker Patrick Queen at pick number 28. Ryan, I want to see what you think about this, but I think overall, this is probably about as good of a scenario as the Ravens could have envisioned going into this year's draft.
Yeah, I mean, they had two really good options at inside linebacker, Kenneth Murray and Patrick Queen. You wanted to get one of them. The Ravens got it and didn't have to give up any draft capital to do it. Patrick Queen is a great pick. I love this guy's tenacity. I love his speed. He's made for today's NFL. I love his intensity. I mean, he reminds me a lot of, dare I say, Ray Lewis on the field with the way that he plays the game. Undersized linebacker with a chip on his shoulder. There's a lot of comparisons here. Don't want to put too much on his plate, but I do love this pick.
The thing that I really like about him is that he's an ascending player. He lasted till late in the first round, but I think a big reason for that is he only had 1 year college production, major production, because he was playing behind some great players at LSU. We're talking about Devin White, the 5th overall pick last year. And so he was playing behind him, but then he steps into the starting lineup, and he just got better over the course of the entire season. And then what's he do? He plays his best football in the biggest games. The MVP, defensive MVP of the national championship game. Is that pretty good, Ryan?
Yeah, that's pretty solid. I'd say so.
So I just think this is a guy, come in, day one, plug and play. And now, honestly, the defense as a whole, you don't have holes on this defense. I mean, I think this is the last remaining hole that needed to be patched up going into the season. Sure, you could add some additional spot. You could add a pass rusher.
Yeah, pass rusher would be nice.
Well, sure, it would be nice.
Yeah.
But the Ravens already
this
added
is
Calais
a starting
Campbell.
hole. Right. This is a starting hole.
Yeah, I think that the defense, you could line up right now and play and feel really good about the defense.
Yeah.
And I think that he's going to be a difference maker for this group.
Overall, here's the thing that you go into every draft wanting as a general manager. You want to marry your need with the best players available, right? And here's Patrick Queen, who Daniel Jeremiah had number 15 on his top 50, and he falls to you at 28, and he's at the perfect position of need. I mean, that is the perfect marriage for Eric DeCosta, and I think it's just a home run for the Ravens.
Something that Eric DeCosta has talked about learning from Ozzie Newsome is patience. I'm curious how many Ravens fans are watching the draft, and you see Kenneth Murray go, the Chargers move up to get him. Maybe when CeeDee Lamb was falling, Ravens fans are thinking, do you go up and try to get him? Eric DeCosta, he's patient, he hangs out, he waits, and what's he do? He gets a great player at number 28 and doesn't have to give anything up. I mean, I think they would have been happy taking Queen at 20. If they could have moved up to get him, but you wait and you keep all your picks. That is a sign of a general manager that knows how to be in control on draft night.
I was chatting with Ravens fans, over 1,000 Ravens fans throughout the first round, and I posed that question in a poll. 70% of them wanted to move up to get Patrick Queen. But then there's the 30% that said trust in Eric DeCosta, and they were the smart ones, and Eric DeCosta waited and got his guy.
And I think the thing that's most important with all of this is that I get a year of bragging rights on you because I had Queen in my mock draft. So that's the most important factor of all of this.
That's the worst
part.
That's the worst. You know, when it was getting close to Queen, I was thinking, I really want the Ravens to take Patrick Queen right now, but I don't want Garrett to be right in his mock draft. So that was the word. That was really a catch-22 for me. I had conflicting feelings, but overall, you know, I'll put personal things aside for the sake of the team. I'll sacrifice because that's the kind of guy who I am, Garrett. Sacrifice.
We'll see if you still sacrifice when I'm still talking about this 6 months later. It's not going to stop. But overall, the Ravens got a great player. Baltimore fans should be fired up about this, and I can't wait to see what Patrick Queen can do for this defense. Now, look, this is just the first round. There's still 6 more rounds to go, and we've got a lot planned as part of our virtual draft experience. Mink is going to be chatting with fans throughout the duration of the entire draft, every round. You can do that by joining on our website, BaltimoreRavens.com, also our mobile app. And at 6:30 p.m. on our Instagram account, we'll actually catch up with Patrick Queen for a live Q&A. You'll be able to pose questions to him, so don't miss that either. So that's it for us. Thanks for watching, but stay tuned for the rest of the draft.